It's complicated. Let's go.
When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
The woman.
All of them is going to say the woman. None of them is going to look at it and say the man is the prize. But let's listen.
Ooh, the woman for sure. The woman. The woman. The woman.
So if the woman is the prize, what would that make the man?
What would that mean, man? Let's hear her answer.
The wallet.
The wallet, of course. That's all women look at men for. Money. That's all they look at men for is money. Nothing else. Typically, not every woman, but most of these women nowadays, like, that's all they want from us. Money. They don't want to be loved, nothing at all. They just want money.
Yeah.
Doesn't that place the man
You see your friend? Like, yeah. Funny.
at a lower value and status to the woman?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
So what?
Don't women typically want to date a man on her level or higher?
Yeah. Yes.
So don't women typically want to date a man who's a prize and not a loser?
No, I like to be better.
So if a woman declares herself the prize, isn't that relationship destined to fail?
No.
Not necessarily. It depends on who she's dating. If she's dating a guy who, puts women on a pedestal and sees them as like the end-all be-all, then
Yeah, that's the thing you must start doing nowadays. Put women on a pedestal. Come on, man. The day you start is the day you put a woman on a pedestal, she's gonna walk all over you. She's just gonna walk all over you. The day you spend there sitting there, put a woman on pedestal. Come on, bro. She's just gonna walk all over you. That's it. She's just gonna walk all over you. There's nothing else to it. So men, grow up. Stop putting women on pedestals, okay?
that's on them. And whatever works for them, as long as they're happy, they're happy. But, a guy who knows his worth, they're going to go for that.
Well, if the woman is the prize, wouldn't that make the man a simp?
Yes, and there are simps in this world. Like, there are high-value men and other people who respect themselves.
But do you think that women want to date a simp?
Some women do. Some women want to be alpha and a boss bitch,
Nah, man. No woman wants to date a simp. If they do date a simp, that's gonna take advantage of him. That's it. That's all they're gonna do. Take advantage of him.
I mean, it depends on the male. If the male is like a beta, then he just gonna suck it up and follow behind the female. But if he's an alpha, he gonna be like, I'm not taking that.
Because I know I'm a prize. And so I think that a man should value me for what I am.
So why do so many women go around declaring themselves the prize?
Because they have pussies. It's much harder to find a high-value man than it is an average woman. I can f*** any girl out here, but for her to find a man who has clout, status, money, influence, all that personality and whatnot, is way harder. Who's funny, tall, 6 foot, physical specimen, it's way harder for her to find that.
Why do so many women think they have the golden pussy when every woman has one?
I never heard that one before. Golden pussy.
Entitlement. Name of the game. Straight up.
Do you believe in gender equality?
Absolutely.
Nah, they don't. Women typically don't. Why do you say absolutely?
Yeah.
How can men and women ever be equal if pussy costs more money than dick?
Exactly. I want to hear an answer though.
I honestly don't think we will ever be equal. I think that is a dream.
She just said. The question was, can women and men be equal? And she just said yes. And here's what she's saying now. No. Because da.
That we would love to have, and that's something that we can pursue and fight for. But I don't truly think
Delusional, man. She just said it. She just said yes, we can be equal. She's delusional.
that we will ever be treated the same. I don't think that's possible.
How likely will women pay for dick or make pussy free?
I don't think they will ever have to pay for dick because I feel like men just always want it, so we could just get it whenever we want, versus men can't necessarily get it whenever they want.
So then what are we fighting for?
Equal pay.
Yeah.
Men, we kind of just take advantage of women, you know, so it's kind of one of those things that, like, women should love their bodies, should do what they want with their bodies. And, I mean, I guarantee you, if you walk up to more men on this strip, they are more willing to fuck you than a woman would.
Is it easier for women to sell sex than men?
Yeah, way easier. Cause it's pussy. Which man is gonna turn down pussy? I don't believe there's a man in this world that's gonna turn down pussy. Carter's all right. I'm a high value man. I can turn it down because it doesn't. It doesn't. Brings like it's exciting, but it doesn't keep a relationship together. Like sex does not keep a relationship forever. There's other things that can keep a relationship together. So yes, pussy is gonna sell easier than men selling their dicks. It's way easier.
I mean, men could do gay porn. That makes hella money.
Is it harder for a man to get the woman
Nah,
he wants
brother.
into bed, or for a woman to get the man she wants to commit?
Harder for a man to get the woman he wants in bed. Most dudes are lame. They don't have game. They're not cool. They're not funny.
Yeah, they got no riz, man. They got no riz. Yeah, some women has got no game for real. They got no game. They got no riz either.
Smart, tall, handsome, all that shit. They don't have money. That's harder for them. A woman can f most dudes she wants to holler at.
Woman to get the man she wants to commit, I would say.
If women think men are trash, why are they so interested in getting his commitment?
I mean,
You hear that?
good.
Maybe for security.
A lot of these bitches don't be like feeling like they gotta be like wife material, baby. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Even if you do what you do in the streets, baby.
Like, would you wife her? Tell me, would you wife this? Would you wife this? Come on, would you wife this?
Yeah, you do. You gotta cook. You gotta clean. You gotta do all that. You feel me? You gotta abide by your man's rules. You gotta.
Man, look at her. Look at her. Some man would wife her. I'm not. I'm not.
Bow down. You gotta do. You feel me? Like I don't know. Like it's a lot.
Why will women often withhold sex when men have a stronger biological need for sex than women?
That's their only way of power. That's how they can control relationships. It's sex.
So what you do as a man is hold back your dick. It's that simple. Women can play that game. They withhold sex. They withhold the pussy. But you hold the dick. It's that simple. Because there is gonna come a point that they're gonna want it. So two can play that game.
Should men withhold attention and resources when men are unhappy with women?
Yes.
Not all,
Exactly.
but a lot of women will leverage sex over men, so is it fair for a man to leverage attention and resources over women?
I don't think it's fair either way. However, I do think that when it comes to sex, that it should be a consensual thing regardless. So if someone doesn't want to, then they shouldn't have to, no matter what.
Should be either.
Or you
Either
shouldn't
way.
feel pressured to.
Yeah.
Why do women pride themselves on manipulation as a skill when they already control what men want?
Not all women have that ability. I mean, manipulation. I mean, I can do it, but like a woman, they can do about anything they want, you know. Because men are dumb enough to fucking pay for it, or men are dumb enough to do it.
Right, but just like not all women can do it, not all men can afford to pay for it, or would pay for it, right? What is the best and the worst thing about being a woman?
The best and the worst thing about being a woman. Okay.
The best thing to be a woman. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
The best thing about being a woman is it's being a woman. I think it's like being like I'm a woman. It's incredible. And the worst thing is like having to be afraid all the time, walking around here alone or any place.
Okay, is it realistic to think that nobody should ever feel unsafe?
If it's realistic, I don't know, but it's like my dream.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, okay? Just because women feel afraid all the time, does that mean they really have a right to be afraid all the time?
Sure.
Well, at the same time, if a woman is attacked in public and a man is attacked in public, who is more likely to be rescued?
The woman, duh, that's how society let us feel. That the woman must always be protected more than the men. Because it's always men causing the chaos in the world. So they're always gonna save women first. Women first. I don't know who came up with this ladies before gentlemen. Adam was a man. He was before a woman. God took a rib from Adam and made a woman. So I don't really get this ladies before gentlemen thing. That's why this word is so fucked up, because it's ladies before gentlemen. If you see a man talking to a woman and she's the one hitting him, they're going they're going to most likely look and say he's hitting her, although she's hitting him. You get what I'm saying? But that's how societies let us think that women are in control and women must always get more privilege. Like, come on, man.
I don't know. I think. Sorry.
I guess you're afraid.
That's a post trauma from my home.
Do you think men are the biggest threat to women, or are men the biggest protectors of women?
It can go either way,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, it's the good men out there that want to protect, but then there's also bad men that want to do terrible things.
For the person that's assaulting, there's also a good guy that's there to save.
Yeah.
But aren't most cops and soldiers men?
Yes.
Yeah.
What percentage of men that you encounter catcall you?
A lot. Probably 85%.
Like, we were just touched, like, multiple times just walking.
Some guy grabbed my nose about 20 minutes ago.
It is a pretty nose, I will give you that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Look at it from the side.
How often do you fear for your safety when a man catcalls you?
100%.
all the time.
Now, I'm not excusing it. Why is catcalling such a big deal?
I think catcalling is such a big deal because I'm not out here dressed like this. You can give a little pan of the outfit. This is not for others' view. This is for me, and this is what I feel most comfortable in. This is not an invitation for you to come objectify me or decide that this body is meant for you. It's mine.
Okay, and that's fair. I agree with that. Now, for a lot of women who say they dress for themselves, why do you often see women walking around in uncomfortable shoes and skimpy outfits when it's freezing outside?
Because I made that money, and I'm going to spend that money on some cute heels. And I worked on this body, and I'm going to show it off.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying if they were dressing for themselves, wouldn't they be comfortable?
Yeah. I think that me in heels looks a lot better than me in just a pair of sweatpants. I do feel better, and that is still for me. Even if it's not the most comfortable, it feels good to me.
If a woman has lots of sexy photos on her dating profile and no bio, should she be surprised if guys are only contacting her for hookups?
Oh, absolutely
No.
not. No.
Definitely not.
Why not?
Because she's kind of asking for that attention. Absolutely
No.
not.
No bio. Should she be surprised if guys are only contacting her for hookups?
Oh, absolutely
No.
not.
I'm not gonna even say anything.
No.
Definitely not.
Why not?
Because she's kind of asking for that attention.
Is she not promoting herself in the same fashion if she's
Oh.
out walking the streets in a slutty outfit?
No.
No.
So why would it make a difference if you're online or out in public?
Because you're posting those photos for like a specific dating app while you're walking outside. It's like how you want to dress.
I dress this way because I want to dress this way for me and not for anyone else. And also, at least here, if you're going to a club, they have dress codes, and you have to dress a certain way in order to get in, and that is why we are dressed this way.
So why can people make assumptions about you online but not in person?
I think they can make assumptions about both, but online I feel like it kind of goes for more like what you post, because you can kind of choose what you.
I mean, online is more easier because they're behind a computer, they're behind the phone. It's pretty much more easier to tell someone that's what you want. Tell someone like they call it internet criminals. That's all they are. They're afraid to say it if it's to you face to face, but they'll be quick to say like behind a screen.
You want to post and what you don't want to post. Whereas in person, I guess you can choose what you want to wear and what you don't want to wear, but I don't know.
Why do you think women can't just ignore catcalling instead of just hating on all men?
Because when we ignore catcalling, they don't stop. Like they'll just come up to us and like be more in our face and more aggressive when we do ignore them.
I don't really think there's a way to win. There's been times when I can ignore it and they back off, or there's been times when I've confronted it and they back off, or vice versa. I don't say anything, I continue to get followed. I do say something, I put myself in even more danger. You really just have to gauge the situation, and there really is no right answer to what to do.
Is every time I go out, no matter how I look, someone is being inappropriate with me.
Oh, she's British. No matter what I go out, no matter what I go out.
And that's when it becomes an issue.
Sorry.
Because it is inappropriate. And I don't mind, like you say, inappropriate things happen every day. Like people either touching you or trying to get something from you. But when I can imagine that's why celebrities struggle being a celebrity status, because they are constantly hounded for attention. And that's how I feel when a guy whistles at me.
Right, but the fact that you bring up celebrities, right? If you ask a celebrity, if you had to give up the idea of being famous in order to never ever deal with paparazzi, would they give up the privilege of being famous?
Probably not.
Would you give up the privilege of being sexy as fuck?
Does the way...
Hell no. Duh. Hell no. Duh.
The way that you dress attract the type of attention you want.
Yeah. Duh. You dress, you wear like short fucking skirts. Who you think you gonna attract? You think you're gonna attract a high value man with some short ass skirt? No man, come on.
Not always.
Not always.
So is it fair to blame society, or is it better to just change your own behavior?
What you mean by not always? If you dress a certain way, you
Probably. I don't know.
I would say that society is the reason that a lot of
women are so delusional, man.
the problems that we see with dating occur. However, I do think that there are ways for people to avoid them and or change their behavior accordingly.
100%.
I take the steps to make myself feel safer. I carry weapons to be able to protect myself. I learn how to ward off that attention. I've learned
Wow, she kind of pepper spray in her back. Do not approach her, gentlemen. She has a pepper spray.
how to gauge the body language of if I yell at this man for hitting on me, is he going to become dangerous or is he going to go away? I've learned how to understand that and figure out what to do in that situation.
And one last question, which I think you just touched upon. I ask, when does blaming society end and personal responsibility begin?
Whenever you're ready to accept it. I think it's everyone's timeline. I don't think it's I'm going to get off social media and realize that I'm the problem. I think everyone, a part of them is like, no, the world's against me. And so it's whenever you're ready to accept that.
Yeah. You know what? In Israel, women are badasses. They can beat the shit out of guys. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, maybe more American women should serve in the army, and they'll know how to defend themselves.
Maybe more men needs to like not be attacking.
Well, I think we can do both.
Maybe.
I think we can do both. I don't condone the guys who do that.
Fuck rid of a pussy!
Where does two come from? Like this.
I can wear pants. I can wear a top that shows most of my body. And I continue to do so because of all the women who fought for that. Women got the right to vote 102 years ago. That's it.
So what about the men? Don't we have right to vote as well? Huh?
There are women older than that on this planet who were not able to legally vote for the leadership in this country. We do this for them. We wear this shit for them. We do what we want. We have sex with whoever we want for them because we are still continuing to fight every single day. I am constantly.
Nah, you're not doing nothing for nobody. You're doing this for yourself. It's all for yourself and your selfish gain to build your ego. Women tend to like to build their ego, so they do it morely because of they want to build their ego. They want to add to their body counts. That's the mere fact of it. Because there's nothing else. You're saying you're doing it for somebody. Why would you? Why would I think that you're doing it for somebody? You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it to build your own ego.
Constantly hit on at my place of employment, my professional place of employment. I am treated like a child or like a sex object every single day of my life.
Yeah, because look at how you dress. If you dress the type of way, men are gonna look at you typically to say like, yo, she just wanna have sex and that's it. It's because of the way you dress. That's why.
And I'm going to keep on fighting to make that not fucking happen, or to make that so that I can feel safe being able to look as I do and to be as young as I am and go out and be completely safe. And I'm going to keep on fighting for that.
Bro, look, listen. What I've get from this is that women gonna always have to say that they're the prize, no matter what. Most women out there is gonna have it to say that they're the prize. It doesn't matter what us men are, what we have to comment and say. They're always gonna think they're the prize, and that's it. There's nothing that we can do, or even say to change their mind about it, because that's how society makes them feel that they are the prize, and that's it. But that's it, man. That's just it.